have what it takes. Look at yourself right now. Are you where you want to be? Be brutally honest with yourself. Are you grinding like your life depends on it? Or are you just coasting through life, waiting for something to change? Because let me tell you something. Nothing will change unless you make it change. That's the cold, hard truth that no one wants to tell you. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your teachers, not God, and certainly not some magical stroke of luck. It's just you, and it's up to you to decide what you're going to do about it. Now, think about where you want to be. Do you dream about having power, respect, influence? Do you want to pull your family out of the gutter, out of misery, out of the life they've been stuck in for generations? Do you want to build a legacy, to become someone your children and grandchildren will talk about with pride? But here's the real question. Are you willing to pay the price? Because power doesn't come cheap. Success doesn't come easy. It's built on sacrifice, suffering, blood, sweat, and tears. And if you're not willing to bleed for your dreams, then stop wasting time. Quit now. Go back to your comfort zone. Play your video games, scroll through your social media, binge watch your shows. But if you want real power, if you want to dominate, then listen carefully, because I'm going to tell you what it takes. What are you willing to sacrifice? The first thing you need to ask yourself is this: what are you willing to give up? What comforts are you clinging to that are keeping you weak? Do you love sleeping in? Do you cherish your free time, your weekends, your nights out with friends? Do you waste hours every day on mindless distractions? Those things are chains around your ankles dragging you down. You want freedom? You want power? Then cut those chains. Sacrifice your comfort. Sacrifice your time. Sacrifice your immediate pleasures for something greater, because nothing great is ever achieved without sacrifice. Look at the great men in history. They didn't become legends because they were comfortable. They became legends because they were willing to suffer. They embraced the pain. They didn't back down from challenges. They welcomed them. They went through hell and came out the other side stronger because they understood one thing: pain is the price of greatness. So ask yourself, are you willing to suffer? Are you willing to work while everyone else is relaxing? Are you willing to train your body and mind to the point of breaking, only to push even harder the next day? Are you willing to make sacrifices that others won't? Because if you're not, then someone else will. And that someone else will take everything you want. Why do you fear the devil? Some of you might be thinking, but what if I fail? What if it's too hard? What if the obstacles are too big? Let me tell you something. The world doesn't care about your fears. Everyone has demons they're battling. But the difference between those who succeed and those who fail is simple. The successful don't let their demons win. They don't back down, not even when they're staring the devil himself in the face. They don't give in to fear, doubt, or weakness. They become warriors. They take on the devil, and they win because they've trained themselves to be relentless. Are you afraid of what people will think of you? Do you fear criticism, judgment, rejection? Are you afraid of stepping outside the comfort of the life you know, even if it's a life of mediocrity? Understand this. The devil is not the one stopping you. You are. You are your own worst enemy. Your mind is what's keeping you chained. Fear is the devil whispering in your ear, telling you to stay in the shadows, to avoid risk, to stay small. But a warrior doesn't listen to the devil. A warrior fights. A warrior rises up, faces fear head-on, and destroys it. So the question is, will you be the warrior, or will you be the coward? Will you emerge from the ashes? There will be times when you feel like you're breaking, when everything is going wrong, and you're at your lowest point. You will be crushed, humiliated, beaten down by life. And that's exactly when you need to keep going. Because here's the truth. Power is born in the ashes. When everything around you is falling apart, when you've been torn down to your core, that's when you have the chance to rebuild yourself into something greater. You can either let the fire consume you, or you can rise from it. Think about the most powerful men in history. How many of them were born into success? How many of them had everything handed to them? Almost none. They clawed their way out of hell, piece by piece, inch by inch. They were beaten down. They failed over and over again. But they didn't stay down. They rose. They used their failures as fuel to become stronger. Do you have that kind of resilience? Can you take the punches life is going to throw at you and still stand up, ready for more? Or are you going to stay on the ground, broken and defeated, like so many others who never achieved their potential? How badly do you want it? This is where most men fail. They talk about wanting success, wanting power, but when it comes down to it, they don't want it bad enough. They're not willing to do whatever it takes. How many nights have you stayed up late working on your dreams? How many mornings have you woken up before the sun to get a head start on the day? How many sacrifices have you made to get closer to your goals? If the answer is not enough, then you already know why you're not where you want to be. Success requires obsession. Are you obsessed? Are you willing to cut off everything that doesn't serve your mission? Are you willing to lose friends, lose sleep, lose comfort in the name of progress? If not, then stop lying to yourself. You don't want it bad enough. And if you don't want it bad enough, then get out of the way, because there are others who do. There are others who are hungry, who will eat while you starve. How bad do you want to dominate? How badly do you want to be the one who pulls your family out of misery? How badly do you want to leave a legacy that will echo through generations? Will you gain strength, or will you stay weak? Strength is not something you're born with, it's something you build. It's forged in the fires of discipline, of relentless effort, of pushing your body and mind to the breaking point and then going further. Strength is a choice. Every day you choose whether you will be stronger than the day before, or whether you will stay weak. Are you training your body? Are you building a physique that demands respect? Or are you wasting your potential, letting your body deteriorate while others grow stronger? Are you training your mind? Are you feeding it knowledge, discipline, and focus? Or are you letting it rot with distractions, with mindless entertainment and instant gratification? Look, strength doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from suffering, from the daily grind, from choosing the hard path every single day. That's how warriors are made. So, what will you choose? Will you choose strength, or will you stay weak? Will you choose discipline, or will you remain a slave to your impulses? Will you become a warrior, or will you remain a spectator in your own life? Will you be the one who dominates? Power isn't given, it's taken. Dominance isn't inherited, it's earned. If you want to rise above, to be the man who dominates life, who commands respect, who bends reality to his will, then you need to fight for it, and fight harder than anyone else. What are you doing every day to ensure that you're getting stronger, smarter, and more dangerous than the day before? Are you surrounding yourself with people who push you, or are you letting weak-minded individuals drag you down? Are you putting in the work when no one is watching, or are you slacking off, hoping to get by with the bare minimum? Dominance requires obsession. It requires going all in every day without fail. It means doing what others won't so you can have what others can't. It means grinding when you're exhausted. It means never backing down, not even from the devil himself. Final question: will you be the warrior? Now, look at yourself one last time. Are you where you want to be? Are you the man you want to become? Or are you just existing, getting by, living a life of mediocrity? Life is not going to hand you power, success, or dominance. You have to fight for it. And it's not a fair fight. It's brutal. You will suffer. You will be tested, but that's the point. Because warriors aren't made in comfort. They're made in the struggle. They're forged in the fire. They emerge from the ashes stronger than ever before. So the question is simple. Will you be the warrior who fights for his future? Or will you be just another man who fades into obscurity, never knowing what he could have been? The choice is yours. But know this, if you choose the path of the warrior, if you commit to becoming the strongest, most powerful version of yourself, then nothing and no one will be able to stop you. Will you step up, or will you fall back?